guys? We're out here with the G80 and I'm pretty hyped because today we're going to be installing some intakes, and they're actually ARM Motorsports intakes, so shout out to ARM for hooking it up. I think they're going to sound really good from what I've seen. They're very unique when it comes to intakes. I haven't seen any other company have intakes like this, so I'm pretty excited to install them and see how they sound because they look pretty sick. And you already know the G80 is looking mean as always. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. All right, so first and foremost, I do want to get some clips of the stock intake so you guys can hear the difference, but before and after. So let's go ahead and get some of that. All right, so here's stock intakes. I don't know how well you can hear that like over the phone, but I mean you can hear it pretty good in person. It's just not too crazy. All right, so here are the stock intakes. Not too bad looking. All right, so I just finished and it took me about 45 minutes and they look so sick. The only thing I'm a little worried about is because the turbos are right there, I'm a little worried about how it's going to do with the heat, sucking in hot air. But overall, the intakes are a lot bigger and they suck in air through the top. So I don't know if it'll be a problem, but we'll have to figure that out. Run some logs or something like that. But overall, install was pretty easy. Fitment could maybe be a tiny bit better. It just seems a little tight, but it wasn't bad. Everything pretty much fit how it should. And I don't know, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out like visually because they look really sick, and most intakes are on each side or front mount, but these are very unique, so let's see how they sound. All right, so right off the bat, these intakes are 10 times louder. Feels like a tiny bit more responsive too. That might be placebo, but I don't know. Dude, the blow off is so sick. It's so loud. It has like a little high pitched squeal to it too. Well, I can say these intakes sound as cool as they look. So much louder than stock. The thing about the stock intakes is there's not really much gains from aftermarket intakes, but the sounds alone are worth it, to be honest. Alright, here's windows up just to show how loud they are. Yeah, these intakes are insane. I'm really curious how they do with the IATs. Hopefully it's pretty good, but overall, my experience so far has been really good. I really like these. It's got to be a little bit more responsive because the intakes are a lot shorter than the stock ones. So I think it's a little bit more responsive, and the sound alone makes it worth it. All right, so far I gotta say, I'm really impressed with these intakes. They're some of the loudest intakes I've ever heard. They make the turbo a little bit louder. The blow off is insane. And I swear, it might be placebo, but I swear it spools up just a little bit faster, which would make sense because normally you'd have one intake right here and then the other intake's on that side. So I think because they're both right there and they're so close to the turbos, it definitely makes it a little bit more responsive and spool up just like a half a millisecond or two faster. Keep in mind, stock intakes on most BMWs are good enough to run stage 2, sometimes even upgraded turbos. So only get intakes if you're in it for the sound, because the price, $300 to $600 to even $1,200 for some intakes, you're not going to get that much gains. Maybe 10, maybe 15 horsepower. Nothing you're really going to notice. You're really going to notice the responsiveness more than the actual power gains. So I only recommend getting these if you're into the sound, which on my M240, I didn't really care about the sound or spending the money. But with this, I kind of wanted to sound insane, so I got the intakes, and it definitely sounds insane. So mid-pipe is next. I think with some intakes and a mid-pipe, this thing is going to sound like an absolute monster. That's all I have for today, but let me know what you guys think. I think it sounds insane. Let me know what you guys think. Comment any other intakes that maybe you might think sound better, because I've only heard a few different ones in person, and so far, these sound the best. Stay tuned for the mid-pipe soon. That's definitely going to pair well with these intakes. And obviously, so much more content to come. Let me know what you guys want to see.